Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be talking about stacked bar chart. Now, what is a stacked bar chart? A stacked bar chart is a type of data visualization that is used to represent the categorical data with multiple variables. It is an extension of our traditional bar chart. We have already seen our traditional bar chart in the previous session, where we were talking about the horizontal bar chart and also the vertical bar chart, where the data is divided into categories and then represented with the help of some rectangular bars. In a stacked bar chart, each bar is then subdivided into segments or layers to represent some different subcategories or components of the main category. Let's go to the Tableau screen and see how we can make this stacked bar chart and how does it look like. So I'm in my Tableau screen where we will be working with the global superstore data. On the right hand side, I have the show me menu, and you can see over here after our bar chart, we have this stacked bar chart option. Now, to create this stacked bar chart, we need one or more dimensions and one or more measures. With the help of these dimensions and measures, let's see how we can create the stacked bar chart. But first, we'll look at how this stacked bar chart looks like. So on the screen right now, I'm having this stacked bar chart. Now, first understand the various parts that are present in the stacked bar chart. So first we are having these categories. The x-axis or the chart of these stacked bar chart represents different categories or group of data. These categories could be anything from time period, that is the month or year, different products or the regions. Then we'll be having some values. These values would be over here. As you can see right now, I'm having this sum of sales in the values. The height of each bar would be represented by these values on the y-axis. This could be a quantitative measurement like revenue, quantity, or any other numerical metric. Then we will be having these stacked segments. Now these stacked segments are represented by different colors. Over here you can see this subcategory is now given to various colors and it provides various bars. Each bar is divided into these segments and each segment represents a subcategory or a component of the main category. These segments are stacked on the top of each other with the same bar. Here you can see this colors is representing the subcategories where the height is representing the thing that is in the row shell. Right now I'm having this sum of cells in the row shell. So you can take any measure over here. For example, you can take profit, you can take quantity, and you can also take discounts or any other measure that is present in this measure value. Let's move to another type of stacked bar where I'm showing you different dimensions and measures. So see, here we are having this another kind of stacked bar chart. Here I have taken the market wise sales and now I want to divide it into various segments. I want to see that in every market, what is the segment that is making the maximum of sales that is represented by each color. So looking at this chart would be very easy. If you compare it with the original bar chart, let's say I'm trying to convert into the original bar chart that we were having. So let's say I will be clicking over here to horizontal bar charts. Over here, I'm having multiple bar charts, and sometimes it would be very complicated to see the values, which values making how many sales, and comparing them would be very difficult. We would be doing some additional operations over here to sort these values. Say I'm sorting this in the ascending method or the descending method. Now this would give you an idea, but to see the cumulative sum of every segment, you again then have to add every of it. Now this would be a tiresome process. To skip that process, what we can do is you can go to the show me menu and here you can choose this stacked bars. Now these stacked bar charts would be showing you this cumulative sum of different type of segments in each market and what are the sales that each segment is making. So here, as we can see, this Apex segment is making maximum of sales. So the market is APAC, and in this APAC also, the segment which is making the maximum of sales is the consumer segment. And if you look at another region which is making the less sales, let's say this Canada region. So over here also you can see this small stacked bars are made. Now it's very difficult to compare these values. So we'd be needing to do some formatting on the top of it. We'll see this formatting in a bit. Let's move to another stack chart. Here I'm having a different stack chart. Here I'm trying to see what is the subcategory wise sales. And in that subcategory wise sales, I want to see what is the role of each shipping mode. So we saw three stack bar charts with some different dimensions and measures and how they are represented. On the right hand side, you can see we are provided with a legend and it shows us what is the color showing. Like for example, this blue color is showing the first class, this yellow color is showing the same day shipping, and so on. So let's see how we can create our own stacked bar chart. So for that, let me go to another blank canvas. And here, what you can do is you can double click on any measure which you want to calculate. Let's say this time I want to grow with the quantity. I'll double click on this quantity and I want to see what is the quantity sold in each category. So I'll double click on this category again. It would give me three bar charts, three bars in a single bar chart. Now, what I want to do is I want to divide these categories into different subcategories. Now I know there are multiple subcategory values that are present inside this category. And we have already seen when we were discussing about the data source that there were multiple subcategories and they were grouped into these categories. If I double click into this subcategory, it would be shown that what are the subcategories that lie within these categories. So furniture is having this bookcase, chairs, furniture, and tables. Similarly, there are multiple subcategories. There are inside the office supplies, and there are multiple subcategories inside the technology as well. Now, if you want to take the cumulative sum of these subcategories, what would you do? You want to see a single category, and inside of it, you want to see how it is being divided among the subcategories. To do that, what I'll do is I'll go in this show me menu, I click on it, and here I'll choose this stacked bar option. Now you can see our bars are now still the three bars are showing as it was showing when we were talking about categories and sum of quantity. But now it has been divided into multiple parts. Now these parts are shown with different colors and each color represents a subcategory over here. On the right hand side, you can see what is each color trying to show you. Like this dark blue is trying to show us accessories. I can easily find this accessories over here looking at the color coordinates. If at any point of time you want to change the colors of these subcategories, how can you do that? We'll talk about this marks card now. So you can go in the colors option, then you can choose this edit color options. Here you can find what is the subcategories and which colors are showing those subcategories. Let's say I want to change color of any subcategory over here. Let's say I'm going with the supplies. I'll double click on the supplies and I'll choose a new color. Let's say I want to go with this color, a bit shade of purple. I can choose this color, then I can click on OK. And similarly, you can choose any subcategory over here, double click on it, and choose what color is shown on the legend of it. So after choosing everything, you can click on apply and OK, and it would change the color of that particular subcategory or whatever stack is showing that. Then, if you want to fit it in the entire screen, you can do that easily. Here I'm having this option to fit the view in the entire screen. And we have already seen how we do that. I can go in this standard option and here I can choose entire view. And now the entire view would be utilized. You can also choose to fit it in the entire height or the entire width of that canvas. If you're not able to see the categories clearly, the subcategory wise label I'm talking about. So what you can do is you can click on this label and say, I want to see that what is the quantity that is being sold in every subcategory. I can click on this show mark label and it would then show me all the marks in respect to the quantity that is being sold with every subcategory. You can easily format these marks also. So you can go in the label and here you can change the alignment and also you can decrease the font to fit it better. You can also choose it to be the outside of the stack bar so you can view them easily. So this was the stacked bar chart. Let's do a quick revision and see how we can create it again. So I'll do the new canvas. Here I'm choosing a different thing right now. Let's say I'm trying to go with the market and in market, I want to see what is the shipping mode and what is the sales in that shipping. So I'll double click on this sales again. It would give me the text table. Now to convert this text table into the stacked bar chart, what I do is I click on this stacked bar and it would convert my visualization into the stacked bar chart. And we have seen that each color is representing some market over here and you can see it with the help of this legend on the right side. And if you want to turn on the labels, you can do it with the help of these labels. And to change the color, you can go in the colors option and choose the desired colors. You can also decrease the opacity from over here. Say if you are not able to view the labels that are present and it is merging with the color scheme. So you can even try to decrease the opacity of these colors. And if you want to apply some borders to each stack, you can do it. You can go in the borders option over here and you can choose the color from over here and it would apply some borders also. This way, each stack would be very clear to us. You can see that changing color a bit can entirely change the look and feel of your visualization. So you can do that and try to create some different color palettes of different visualizations. So this was all for stacked bar chart. We'll be meeting in the next session where we'll be talking about a different type of visualization.